Another very common one we've helped a lot of people with, again, we don't treat it, but is ADHD. We see that a lot with kids, young kids, even teens, late teens, but that is a very common one. And again, we are what we eat. And if our body is eating something it's reacting to, it puts us in a state of, hyperactivity sometimes for some people. Some people, it makes them exhausted. But anyways, we had a patient come in from Portland, Oregon, that area. And they came to see us. I don't know how they found out about us. I can't remember. But anyways, they came to see us because the kid was having severe ADHD and chronic belly aches. They didn't know what it was. They saw all the doctors, naturopaths. They even saw a doctor that did similar treatments that I do. Just didn't get any success. But they called me first. We talked, and I said, I have a system. It is proprietary. I developed it. The whole process myself. Nobody else does what I do, even though they have the same technology. They don't have the same process. It's like putting a 5-year-old in a Ferrari to race it. They're going to probably crash it pretty quickly. Versus if you put Mario Andretti in that same Ferrari, he's going to do really well. So it's not the equipment; it's how it's being used in the right order and process and all that. In fact, I've seen many doctors use the equipment and not get any success because they don't know how to follow the order, and they try to make it cut corners to make it easier and cheaper for you. And that doesn't always work out very well. In fact, it never works out very well because they're not doing what's best for you. So anyways, this patient came in and we ended up, make a long story short, we treated his food sensitivities and all that he had, and he ended up having a lot better focus and attention. Well, what happened was when he went back to school, because he was on the verge of being kicked out of school, like another kid story I talked about. He was just younger. He was on the verge of being kicked out of school because he was always in trouble. And so now he's back in school after we do all of his treatments, and they came over the summer. So he starts school, back in the fall. And the teachers are like, who is this guy? This kid's, he's polite. He's paying attention now. He's not argumentative. This is like a whole new kid. And by the way, his stomach aches went away too, which is nice, right? But anyway, so he was doing great. And what was crazy about that was that the principal, because he's always in the principal's office, the principal saw such a significant difference in this child that they actually referred, the principal specifically, referred so many patients to us from Portland, Oregon here to Phoenix on a regular basis. And it was pretty much every summer that we had a flood of patients from Oregon coming in to see us because it made such a difference in his life. So ADHD is another very common one that we've seen across the board.